able to hear Avery's chat, you witness what happens when we amplify student voice and when we're doing more than just listening, but when we're fundamentally restructuring how education happens and inviting them not just into the classroom, but into the table. Avery's Ignite talk exemplifies how student experiences can directly fuel systemic change. Our third presenter is Oscar Fuentes, a visionary filmmaker who represents the new generation of digital storytellers. Oscar isn't just watching technological boundaries shift, he's actively pushing them. Through his work with Unreal Engine, he's bridging the worlds of interactive gaming and cinematic storytelling. For those of us that are Marvel comic fans, this is the one that you want to listen to. To the stage, I would like to welcome Mr. Oscar Fuentes.
Hello. So obviously I'm a filmmaker. I have problems. Evidently, I have a bad background, bad animation, and I'm limited in my set design. These problems do have solutions within the industry, but they're expensive. And I'm an individual filmmaker who doesn't have that money. My solution? Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine was a game engine developed in 1998 by Epic Games. And it was originally developed as a first-person shooter engine, but it's been overdeveloped since then to be for other game engines and additionally other industries. Here's an example of the quality just through it. Top left is some example of animation. Top right is some set design done in Unreal. Bottom is work that I've done in making a really nice background for ATV. And let's talk about the magic behind Unreal, real-time rendering. Real-time rendering is literally what it says. It renders everything in real time. Anything animation and cinematic-wise, you see in person, you see it right then and there. Before, you would have had to wait for pre-animation early renders, like the top right, which is from Cars 2, and you would only get limited. However, with real-time rendering, you see what you see on the bottom. Really nice reflections, really nice animation. And why is it helpful? Well, film and media production is very three-dimensional, and you may not always have full control over it. And Unreal allows you to be practical with what you have and develop more into that dimension. It is very versatile. It's almost the best overall 3D program. And it has been developed for other industries, as you can see on the right side. And that engine is something I like to take advantage of. But that almost has a very big problem. You need other programs to support Unreal Engine. You need 3D modeling, you need to actually know how to texture, and you, most importantly, need to know how to program. But there are free softwares and tutorials and resources. And Unreal Engine itself has a really great simple programming called Blueprints, which allows you to simply program by dragging blocks. And it makes the whole process much easier. And we are thankful for the industry. And the industry itself has been adopting it. Unreal Engine has been used to design cars. I mean, that top right photo is from 2019 itself. And that bottom photo is examples of development for human interfaces. Architectural uses it to obviously see buildings. You visualize those buildings. In the middle, you can actually play test traffic with Unreal Engine. And on the bottom is examples of it organizing and using CAD data in real time. Live events uses Unreal Engine. Live events use it for graphics like the WrestleMania there. New studios usually develop their sets with it. And more recently, Las Vegas Dome has been rendering its graphics in Unreal Engine to present. So my key point here is Unreal Engine's magic is visualizing. You see what you want to see exactly when you do it. You don't have to wait. You don't have to actually render anything. You just see it, which is a very important tool in modern age. But what about AI? I mean, I've seen it around during this whole event. Can't you visualize it with it? Absolutely. AI is a very useful tool, and without effort, it is very powerful. You see a lot of it. I mean, for example, look at this. That's not a real cat. That's an AI-generated cat. That Christmas background, really nice. If I am talking about a Christmas event, that is a perfect image. If I want a foresty background, boom, I have a forest that looks really, really nice. So yes, I can use AI, but in reality, I probably wouldn't want to, because AI just generates what has already been made. It doesn't actually know, like, the feel of realism. It just has an essence of realism. And it more often than not fails. It sucks at text. It may make mistakes like that mouth there where it will regenerate it. It may do really weird motion, and it has no sense of depth, especially at small scale. So should I use AI? Yeah, and no. AI is a wonderful tool. Keep that in mind. It's a wonderful tool as long as you know how to utilize that tool, but nothing will beat actual creative effort, which is the key point. And Unreal Engine is a very powerful tool when it comes to visualizing and overall 3D creation. If you want quality, full control, and are willing to put the effort to learn, Unreal Engine is that software. It is very powerful, it's worth learning, and it is honestly better than AI. Thank you.